America's Heroes Group Roundtable, veteran business owner. We were just talking about that, but now we have someone in the studio. We're so pleased to have him. He is exactly that. He is Brian Cody. He's a U.S. Marine and veteran business owner of Veterans Cafe and Catering. And we thank him so much for being here in the studio. How are you, sir?
I'm good, sir. Thank you for having me.
Good. It's a pleasure. Tell us just a little bit about your background.
Okay, I'm going to tell you the story about the cafe and the catering. Back in 2009, I had some serious medical problems. I went to Jesse Brown, had some procedures done, and I became homeless. I couldn't work or anything, so I called a social worker at Adam Benjamin in Crown Point, and I said I need somewhere to go. And they searched around for a minute, and they found a place called Veterans Life-Changing Services in Gary, Indiana. And I went there, and over the next 3.5 years, I worked with the director and her husband. We started cooking different things and doing little events here and there until I grew into something where we did like 2,000 people for the premiere of Tyler Perry's Good Deeds at the Showplace Theater in Hobart, Indiana.
Now, what were you doing at the time? You joined with, who were these folks?
It's called Veterans Life Changing Services. I went there because I was homeless.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
they just took me in with open arms, and we started cooking and doing different events there.
I got you.
And during this course of time, me and my business partner now, whose name is Miss Bessie Hitchcock, we decided we needed a restaurant. So we started pursuing the restaurant. Yeah, that was 5 years ago. It'll be 6 years, I'm sorry, coming up in May. We cater anything, just about anything you want. Last night we did a church catering gig. Today we actually had in-house the National Women Veterans United group. They came in, brought 70 women in for sort of a mini stand down. We had them this afternoon.
You're doing real well. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great. I want to make sure I'm repeating the phone number here. If you'd like to talk to our guest, it's 312-374-8130. Now, I'm looking at his business card. Veterans Cafe and Catering. It's got the address, of course, 7806 Taft Street, Merrillville, Illinois, with 2 phone numbers. And also, it says visit us on Facebook, Veterans Cafe. We socialize in catering for special events. So tell us how this all came about. This is just great. You host all kinds of things, birthdays, anniversaries, and it's got here no rental fee.
Right. If you book your food with us, the venue's for free. So as I was saying earlier,
so you do both. You've got to.
Yeah, we do inside and out.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
So I was staying at the Veterans Life Changing Services program. They don't like it to be called a shelter. It's a program for homeless veterans. And while I was staying there, we started doing these different cooking things, and one thing led to another. And then we got the restaurant. In the process, we've done multiple different events, a lot of different veteran events, fundraisers for homeless veterans. I just did one in October 21st. We raised a couple of $1,000s for the house that I ended up in myself in 2010, and that's from that house the restaurant evolved.
Grew from there.
Yes, sir. We my business partner, Miss Hitchcock, she has a real long cooking history. I've been to culinary art school. She's a black lady. Some of the best soul food within 150 miles. And if you don't believe me, just get in your car, come to 7005 Taft Street in Merrillville. She was arrested with Martin Luther King Jr. This is an incredible woman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm not just blowing her up. And she cooks. Oh, man. Yes, sir.
We're going to take advantage of that.
Anything we do is good, but every Sunday from 11 until 7. We got it's called, they call it Southern Flair, but it's soul food buffet, and it's laid out.
Wow.
You got greens, baked mac and cheese, sweet potatoes, dressing, lima beans, black eyed peas, rice. Oh my. Smothered pork chops, baked fried chicken and ribs.
Yeah, there's not much left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is great.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And how long has that been going on?
We're coming up on our 6th year.
6 years.
Yes,
so
sir.
It's there. Did you want to mention this? I don't want to.
Yes, sir. Let me see.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So,
You've got something
as a
you
token
want
of our appreciation, and
Uh-huh.
to thank you guys for having us come on here and let us talk our little heads off about our restaurant. What we're doing is we're going to give everybody a chance to win $100 gift certificate from Veterans Cafe and Catering. What you have to do is you have to like, you have to follow, and you have to share the American Heroes Group page. We'll start keeping track of this today, and on January 4th of 2020, I'm going to come back for just a few minutes and announce the winner.
Okay. Now, what do they need to do?
They need to go to the American Heroes Group Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
They need to like the page, which will automatically say you're following, and then share that with someone else and get them to like.
Okay.
All right?
All right. And then.
And then I'm coming back on January 4th, Saturday, January 4th, for a very brief moment to announce the winner, and it's a $100 gift certificate for some of the best Southern food this side of wherever. It's good food. I kid you not.
Well, obviously, I'm not going to participate in that, but
You're welcome to come on down.
Well, I'm going to do that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to do that anyway. That will just be great.
What's the mission of the restaurant? What's the mission? What's the name of it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, you kind of asked me about how the restaurant got started.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I kind of gave you that, but I didn't tell you what the mission is. See.
Yeah, Manny was just asking about the.
All right, so I'm going to give you a little bit of my history. I was
please.
a homeless veteran for a long time. I had a drug and alcohol problem. I kind of bounced all over the country trying to find myself. Our mission statement is to helping heroes with a hand up, not a handout. The whole reason we started it was to help veterans like myself become an entrepreneur and to help them get on their feet, help them get a little dignity and get a job. Doesn't always pan out that way, but that's our mission, and we help people every day, and we try to maintain a veteran employee roster, but it doesn't always work that way. We tried to hire nothing but veterans, but it just doesn't work out. A lot of people have PTSD and some other issues, and it just doesn't work out.
Right. Name of the restaurant: Veterans Cafe and Catering.
Yeah,
that's the name of the restaurant.
yes, sir.
7805 Taft Street, Merrillville, Indiana 46410, and the number is 219-750-9018.
Yep.
Or 219-290-0413.
Yes, sir.
That's great. Visit us on Facebook.
Right, and we do have a website. It's vetscafeandgrill.com,
Okay.
and that's all small caps. It's vetscafeandgrill.com.
That sounds like a great place to go, without a doubt. I'm certainly going to do that. And on this, the announcement will be for the gift certificate of $100. That announcement again will be on January 4th.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Okay. No. This is great that you've been able to do this. America's Heroes Group Facebook page is going to be on there. And we just are pleased. And if anybody would like to say something to this wonderful gentleman, you know how to do it. You can call us right now at 312-374-8130. And this will be a great thing. Yeah.
You know, I have to say that along the way, I've gotten a lot of help and a lot of support. Nobody could do all the restaurant and all the stuff we do by ourselves anyway, but it hasn't always been the VA, but veterans and people have just they've come out of the woodwork and to help not just lift me up, but lift other people up
Sure.
and support them, and just be there for them, and just keep it going.
Yeah, that's right. He's asking, what do you need?
Yeah, I wanted to ask.
Yeah, go right ahead, Manny.
Brian, I wanted to ask you, how can you inspire veterans that are dealing with PTSD to
Oh wow.
somehow become entrepreneurs and somehow see the light at the end of the tunnel? Because you did it, right?
Yeah. So, well, one of the things that was just like what I was just talking about, a good support system. But at the end of the day, if you're not serious about really trying to deal with it and getting all the way in there and not giving up, it's not going to work. This ain't been easy. I've had multiple health problems, multiple different problems down the road, and I could have just as easily just said, I'm not going to do this anymore. As a matter of fact, I was in the hospital not more than 10 days ago for 10 days with blood clots in my leg. And I got back up, and I'm not back at it like I used to be, but
you will be.
I'm moving.
And you're here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And it's a support system, and it's a determination and a motivation to say, I'm not giving up, I'm not giving in, and this is not going to beat me.
And I think the Veterans Cafe is a place that any vet can go and connect with other veterans.
Sure it is.
And so the mission of the Veterans Cafe is to support the veterans community of Northwest Indiana. And ever since I met Brian and Miss Bessie, I just fell in love with their mission. And I think that there should be a Veterans Cafe in every state of the United States.
When we started, that was really part of my dream. My dream was to not have one in every city, but wherever there's a military base,
Oh, yeah.
a big military base.
Right.
My idea was to have one outside of the entrance or on the base, depending on how you could get it done, everywhere, so that the veterans would really have a place called Veterans to go and just, to hang out and to talk to each other, share each other's problems. My thoughts were to start a volunteer network where, veterans just go into the community and help people, because you don't see a lot of that.
Right.
But due to, I've had a lot of medical problems, and
Sure.
the dreams the brake's been on. You know what I mean?
You've done extremely well.
Well, thank you.
And
Yeah.
so cool that the Veterans Cafe, they work really hard on Facebook, and
Oh, yeah.
you have up to like 5,000 followers. on Facebook.
3,733, I think.
37, and you guys are actually coming into America's Heroes Group, and you want to spread some of the love. And so somebody's gonna get lucky enough to get
$100 gifts.
$100 gift
Yeah,
certificate.
for some of the best food in
The
Northwest
cool
Indiana.
thing about it is, like, you got all this month to tell your friends, your family, go into America's Heroes Group, hit the like button, share, because what we want to do, we want to spread more America's Heroes Groups. And so the first show of 2020, we're going to announce who's going to be the winner that goes to, here is in Indiana, Merrillville, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's great.
And they're going to be treated like kings and queens.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, that sounds very good. Well, this is a great thing. The one thing that you mentioned that when I think of my time in the service, it would have been great to have a place like this out, near the military base.
Mm-hmm.
Has there been any work done relative to that?
Well, not as far as our restaurant goes, but I don't know if you've heard of Mission Barbecue.
No.
They're still not. They're still more. They're not by a base. No, as far as to my knowledge, nobody's taken my idea and
Okay.
ran with it.
But it would be great to have that
Sure it would.
close. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In
Yes,
fact,
sir.
Be better to have it than the PX.
That's a good idea. We'll open a little grocery store.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That-
I know it's a little bit of a drive, but I just and
it's
I hope
gotta-
people are
gotta
listening.
do this.
I really want everybody who's out there listening to at least consider coming down on a Sunday afternoon between 11 and 7 and tasting some of the best Southern soul food within 100 miles. I promise you. I'll give you your money back if you ain't happy.
Oh, that's great. Sunday afternoon between
11 and 7.
11.
Yes, sir. And if you, we like I said, we did an in-house, excuse me, guys. We did an in-house event today. Yesterday, we catered an event. On Wednesday, we catered an event. We cater just about anything you want, and if it's within 40, 50 miles, we'll deliver it. You know?
See, that's one thing we haven't been talking about. You do the catering.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's
A
not
lot
just
of
a
it.
restaurant.
Well,
yeah.
not just that. We also do a school program.
a school program.
A school program. We cook meals for breakfast and for lunch for a charter school, Hyatt Charter School of Merrillville.
Okay.
And that's 5 days a week. Thank God we get some time off next week, but Thanksgiving's going to hit for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
So,
Yeah.
so you do that too, then?
Oh, yeah.
You do the
Yes, sir.
for the schools.
Yep.
Yeah, Manny?
Mr. Kelly, I know this restaurant. They like once a month they host the veterans and they just give them free breakfast. They're givers. So the mission is really not. Sometimes they treat it like a business, sometimes like a non-for-profit, but they just really love to give and to inspire and uplift the veterans community. And
You're in that area, aren't you, Manny?
I live next door. That's where I have breakfast most of the time. But I just
I had people were wondering. Manny is media.
He lives
digital
within
media.
2 miles.
I live in Merrillville. That's
Yeah.
where the restaurant.
Sure does.
Yeah.
He lives closer to the restaurant than I do.
Oh, that's
Yes, sir.
funny.
But
I was wondering. I heard him talking. I said, "Hey, he knows."
yeah, I do. And the cool thing about it is this is not just for veterans. I mean,
No.
it's wide open
sure.
for
Thank you.
anybody.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
But the name and the mission behind it is to help the veterans community. So if you are in the area of Northwest Indiana and you can stop by and support this restaurant to just flourish and to inspire the veterans. And so I'm believing God that one day we will see a veterans cafe here in Chicago.
Yeah, I'd like to put one right outside the gates of Great Lakes there, Great Lakes Naval
Yeah,
Base.
yeah.
You know what I mean? As I said, I had a dream like four-door wind, 29 palms. Actually, the more isolated, the better. So you get more business. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully that will happen. That's that would be great. Again, if somebody wants to make a comment or ask a question, 312-374-8130. That is just a wonderful, wonderful thing that our guest is doing here. And of course, we're gonna get out there, right, Manny?
That's
Yeah,
an
if-
incredible food right there.
Yeah, we're gonna get there, and I'm sure Glenda, our executive producer, would be fine with our going out there to eat, right, Glenda?
Honey, you know I love to eat, okay? So it is
You know,
not
Miss
too far.
Bessie. Miss Bessie was born in
Selma, Alabama.
The
Who
cook.
was?
so the,
She's sorry, she's my business partner.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, your
Uh-huh.
business
She
partner.
heard you say that.
Oh.
She'd be mad at me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, your
she,
business partner, born in Selma.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Her mom passed last winter.
yeah.
And I drove her down there. I'd never been to Selma and got to see it myself. She's an incredible woman. You know.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's
But
your
her
partner.
cooking is
Off the chain.
down south.
Off the chain.
Well, Cliff and I about to find out
She's
how far
got-
that chain is.
She's got the soul food down, and I guess I got the hamburgers down.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
We have an awesome team. You know, it's not just her or just me. It's everybody involved. You know.
well, Brian, I salute you as a veteran,
Yep.
and you deserve to have a successful business because you have served this country.
Well, thank you.
So I look forward to coming out there with Cliff and eating some great food. And not to mention the fact that you're caring enough to give away
to give away $100
yeah,
gift certificate?
Yeah, for some person who goes to America's Heroes Group Facebook page and like it, follow, and share, and he's going to come back on January 4th. 2022 announce the winner. So it could be Chicagoland, it could be Indiana, it could be one of our iHeart listeners, because if you get the gift certificate and you're driving past his location, just stop right on in and eat.
It's worth driving if you win anyway.
Well, I'm about to find out, honey.
Yeah, so am I.
Yes.